Hey everybody, welcome back. Got a special video for you today. I'm with McMole. We're going to be talking about Battle Pass and Real-Time Arena. If you want to check out one of the videos I did with him on his channel, we'll talk about that as well. You can go check it out, T4's S&M, so please go check out his channel. We'll do an intro to him, we'll talk about these two different game modes, and we will go from there. So let's see how it goes.
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, guys, like I said, I've got McMole with us today. Hey, McMole, say hey, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Do another collab here. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it was fun last time, and I mentioned in my intro that we did a T4 video for the Skilletary team, the S&M team, as I like to call them. So go check out McMole's video on that. You want to tell them where you can find that at?
Yep. You guys just look for my channel, MM2. I mean, I'm sure we'll have links to our videos with each other's collabs. So you guys go check it out there as well. But yeah, covering lots of Marvel Strike Force content over there.
Yeah, McMole's a good human being, which is the most important thing. Knowledgeable, covers good topics. So I definitely encourage you guys to go check that out and decide how many T4s you want to get with that sexy S&M team, and if you want to counter the Marauders. So, but today, on this particular video, we're here to talk to you about some of the new things in game. You'll see behind me, I've got the Real-Time Arena. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but first, we're going to hear about the Battle Pass. So, McMole, tell me, how do you feel about it?
If it wasn't tied to only Real-Time Arena, I feel a whole lot better about it. We were talking about this before, and I did a rant video about this that I put out this morning that I worked on last night, where basically if you go to other games, you see battle passes, and these battle passes usually involve you playing different areas of the games, doing different characters, different kind of combinations of things to get these points, to work your way through the battle passes to get these rewards. And those ones work really well. The problem here with this battle pass is that you have to do the Real-Time Arena. And if you hate real-time PvP, if you hate the live PvP, you are absolutely going to hate this battle pass.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah.
And you know,
like, I'm not a fan of real-time PvP. So right now, like, I'm like just like bashing my head on a wall trying to get
struggling to want to go through that a little bit. And there's some good spreadsheets. Have you seen some of the spreadsheets out there that kind of show some of that? Yeah. So
I saw Yuletidebringer's spreadsheet about the different rewards, and I saw your video yesterday talking about if it was worth it buying the premium, which honestly, very much worth buying the premium rewards if you're going to work your way through the battle.
Right.
Pass.
So if you basically want to bash your skull against the wall, especially if you hate PvP, type matchmaking, then this is for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you mentioned in some other games, it's just not, you've experienced that. Is the price, and you mentioned that, I shot this video, is it worth it or not? The pricing on this, how is the pricing compared to what we're getting here versus what you've seen in those other games? Is this did they totally miss the mark here, or what do you think? I mean, forgetting the fact that it's tied to Real-Time Arena for a little bit, what's your thought on that?
$20 seems a bit expensive, but when you look at the rewards, it's kind of hard to argue that, because the rewards that you get in here, the math, it's something like what, $400 or $500 worth of rewards in the premium.
Yeah.
If you get your way all the way through, but that $20 price tag is a big shock. I know someone in the Envoy chat was talking, like, down in Brazil, that same price tag is like $100 in their currency, which is absolutely obscene.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where basically, like, if you go and look at other ones, I can't really compare the price tags, but $20 definitely seems a bit steep when you think about it. I know a lot of other envoys were talking about that too. I can't really remember the price tags for these other battle passes, but it's definitely a steep price for people to pay for the premium rewards.
And I haven't experienced the battle pass in another game. This is actually my personal first experience, but I'm hearing a lot of what you just said, where it's $9 that people can kind of just stomach it, because I don't know if you played World of Warcraft back in the day, or I guess even now.
Way too much.
Yeah, right. So that was $15 a month, which wasn't too bad, but you get so much for that $15 a month, right? And this is obviously a completely different model. But I'm seeing a lot of people just struggle with a $20 price point. And like you mentioned, is it worth what you're getting? Okay, yeah, you can make the argument that it is. But, people still have hey, sweetie, people still have a hard time, kind of processing that, where it's, this is what you get, you know what I mean, for this specific $20. So, we talked about some of the problems a little bit with it. What do you think about how to improve it?
The biggest improvement for me would be make this so that I get points from playing other game modes. And the problem is real-time arena, and something I brought up in my video as well, is that we're basically trading Blitz, which is getting that auto sim feature now. We're now trading that for this new low-quality game time they have to spend in real-time arena to do this. And just allow me to earn points through other modes like Blitz or Arena or Raids. Not necessarily Alliance War, but allow people to earn points through this battle pass through other game modes. If they did that, I would be a lot warmer on the battle pass for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I've got in the background, you probably can't see it, but I've got, I'm just letting it go. And, one of the things that you mentioned there, just with the improving of the grind, it does feel like a major grind, and I will say that it seems to it goes pretty quick for the dailies. If you get lucky, like the draw that I just got was a bunch of my crap defenders versus a Zemo, a Taskmaster, a Minerva, X-23, and a Doc Ock. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, and guess what? One of my Punishers no, I'm sorry, Luke Cage is already dead. And now everybody else is pretty much dead. And the only one who took a turn was Daredevil. And I had Colossus on there to try to get another one. And guess what? He didn't get a turn. So it's kind of like, okay, so I had all 5 of those to try to figure out one of my dailies, and I think I'm going to get one objective. So I think when you hear people talk, one usability defender, and it's kind of like, okay, that doesn't feel good, right? So I think really when you kind of get into these, to improve it, other game modes, you brought up earlier the concept of milestones. Did you see that in other games where the battle passes would have milestones, and how would you apply that specifically to Marvel Strike Force?
No, there wasn't. So in terms of you have the different levels of rewards. As you hit the levels, you unlock rewards, just like you have here with this. There's nothing really different there. So there's no real milestones in the other ones. Like you just have your weekly and daily objectives. You get more points for completing the weekly one. So there's really no difference there. The implementation of it all is pretty much the same from what I've seen in other games.
Okay. So, and the other topic of this obviously is real-time arena. And we've kind of already dabbled in this a little bit, but generally, a real-time arena, you've kind of already said it. But, if you were to talk about your feelings, related to your feelings, we've got my daughter here, and she likes feelings, I suppose. Yeah, you like feelings, right? How do you feel about real-time arena?
Are you asking her or you're asking me?
She's already given her opinion. I'm asking you more than anything.
I'm pretty sure I've made my feelings clear about real-time arena at this point.
You don't like it, right? It's a grind. It's not fun.
The problem is I'm basically throw my characters in, press auto, sit back, wait to see what happens, and go back in, check off the boxes for objectives, see what I still need to do, throw that team back in, press auto again, and that's pretty much what I do for the real-time arena fights. And I'm not the only one who's doing that. I heard from a lot of people that they're basically doing the same thing where they just throw it on auto and hope they check off their objectives.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads into 2 other problems too as well, the matchmaking and some of these objectives for people who don't have these characters unlocked.
Oh, yeah, and that's one of the things that I've heard probably some of the most... outside of the fact that when it was originally released that the matchmaking was, I don't want to call it buggy, but it was problematic as far as the timing of it. That's the other biggest thing is I've got an objective and I don't even have Dr. Octopus. What is this? You know? And that's a problem in my mind. So... Yeah.
And then the matchmaking, you saw the picture I sent you of
did.
The 500k difference in power between the two?
I did, and I will pull this up here. Let me find this real quick. Here we go. Let's open. Just want to show our viewers here if we can. You know what? Actually, I can't pull it up because you're my shared screen. Oh no, actually I've got you kind of hidden now, but there you go. You came back, but it's basically it's a 546,000 versus a 3,000 team. So it's a 543,000 CP or strength of power punch up.
I just can't with that one.
I
mean, obviously they're doing the matchmaking based off the player's TCP instead of going off the team's power.
Right.
And that's gonna cause these kinds of issues. And I mean, I don't even want to know how many matches I've done in real-time arena so far. And I mean, the power differences are just all over the place.
Yeah.
I'll have like 5 matches where it's like a 10k power difference, and then suddenly I'm punching down like 250k.
I don't know if you saw, I made a post in there with the idea that, you know, somehow a player could, and for lack of a better explanation, I'll say check a box. That they're working on objectives versus, and maybe it's a primary focus. Your primary focus is objectives versus knockouts. And if that player, anybody who checks an objective box is not going to get a punch up of anything, I'll say, higher than 100k. You know, at least within the first 15 seconds. You know, let it roll for 5 to 15 seconds. And then if you want to go and give you a 500k punch up, okay, fine. But what do you think about a concept like that? You think that would be...
That would help too. Yeah.
Okay. Now...
Yeah, I mean, I don't like real-time arena, but I definitely acknowledge that they need to improve it, and maybe if it's better, I may warm up to it a little bit, but I'm not about to say get rid of it. They definitely need to improve the way it's implemented right now.
Yeah, and I mean, what else? I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else they could do. I mean, one of my things I was going to ask is, do you think the game mode's fun? I think you've made that clear that it's not necessarily fun. So we don't even need to elaborate on that. We've been talking about some improvements for it. Is there any like, I'll call it like a silver bullet or a few silver bullets that you could see that are just like, do this right now, it'll immediately fix it. I would love it, and it's great.
In terms of real-time arena?
Yeah, just real-time arena, nothing to do with Battle Pass. Just enjoying real-time arena.
Yeah, number one, fix the matchmaking. The matchmaking, if you can fix that, that's probably going to go a lot better. Because, I mean, there's people who are trying to use these teams. Like, if you have an objective to use defenders in real-time arena, good luck. Because that's going to take a long time for you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, like you mentioned, if you can, like, check a box saying I'm looking to do objectives versus I'm looking for an actual PvP fight, if you can, like, separate that out, that'd be helpful, too. I don't know if Scopely will implement that, but that would be an awesome idea.
Yeah. I'm very curious. We didn't talk about this prior to shooting, but, you know, the events in the leagues. You know, I'm curious to see how they play into that. Because in my opinion, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on this, is that they've got these grandeurs of something like, you know, an esport. When PvP first came into this game, I know that was my original thought is, wow, there's a lot of opportunity for this game to, one, blow up even bigger, and two, you know, an esport opportunity if people really get into fighting each other and, you know, doing these different things. Now, it's not like League of Legends where it's really, really intense, but maybe there's, you know, some competitive match with it. What do you think they're going to do with these leagues and events? And do you think an esport type mentality could even happen with a game like this?
Honestly, I mean, most of the mobile games you see that have like these esports things, they're built from the ground up to have that kind of mentality. So like Clash Royale is a big one. And that was built from the ground up to be an esport kind of game. Okay. Where you have those competitions. In terms of this one, I don't know. That's what I haven't really thought about. I'd have to sit here and think about that.
No pressure. No. We can hit it in another collab, so maybe we'll have a comeback to it. But you know, think on that one a little bit, and you know, it's what about? I mean, what about the leagues in the event? What do you think you could see them doing with this? I mean, obviously we've got, you know, things for war, but how are they going to do something with that?
The cynic in me is gonna have like some like top heavy rewards like T4s, or God forbid we have another building material eventually come out into the game, and that's gonna be like through the leagues or something. That's the cynic in me who's afraid of that. But I mean, I don't really know. Like, I'm pretty apathetic to dealing with that. I'm probably the wrong person to ask what I would think
That's
about
fair.
the leagues because I just don't really care.
You're just like, I hope they never have them. I don't want them here. So that's
Yeah.
totally understandable. So, and we covered matchmaking. We covered some of the improvements to the game, specifically to RTA. I'm not sure there's a. Do you have any other overarching thoughts to this game mode that you want to share with anybody watching the video?
No, I think I've said plenty at this point.
You basically love it, right? It's your favorite game mode. You look forward to doing it every day.
I love real-time arena. It's my favorite thing.
There you have it, folks.
In fact, we're sitting here and I'm autoing battles the entire time.
Yeah, I just put another one up in the background for folks to be distracted by while we're talking, and I did get a couple more turns this time, so I'm a little bit happier with that. So
success.
We'll see. For me, if I can get these things done in 20 to 30 minutes a day and we get a blitz sim on Thursday, I'll take that as a general win for the time being. But I very quickly see this being a drag and also a gap separator between the pay to win and the free to play, which I think there should always be some of that. But this feels like the cavern in between those two type of players is going to be insurmountable. So, I guess that's my final question for you.
I've got to look at the chart for Yuletide to see the premium versus free rewards. But, I can see it at a glance here. Like, you're only getting about a third of the rewards from the free branch that you're getting from the premium in terms of, like, the mini uniques and that kind of thing. So, I can definitely tell that the premium, you get a lot more in that premium, which is definitely concerning because, it leaves that whole pay-to-win kind of
That's
thing
right.
open.
I've talked to a few whales who I know, and they're just like, this is $20 is a drop in the bucket for me. And they're like, but they said, in fairness, this is a lot of whales didn't necessarily blitz. They would just buy things. You know what I mean? So
we're gonna see that change with Auto Blitz.
Yeah.
With the Auto Blitz coming tomorrow.
Well, and the only
or today, whatever day this video drops.
Yeah, tonight or tomorrow, we'll see. We might stream tonight, so we'll see how it feels. But it's going to be interesting to see if the whales, because blitzing, they're like, forget it, I will buy the character, I'm good. In real-time arena and the battle pass and everything kind of, I guess, squished together with that. They can pay $40 to get 30 in. But there's no other way other than spending time in the game to get these rewards. So I'm very interested to see what the whales want and do with that. So while I get the part that it's going to, make that cavern greater between the free-to-play and the pay-to-win, if the pay-to-win don't want to actually spend the time, then I'm not sure they're going to gain as much advantage. So you could make an argument. If the pay-to-win don't spend the time, then the free-to-play who don't pay could jump some of those free-to-play because they're actually doing more, while with the pay-to-win are only getting 30 in. So, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to take time.
I have to say the Zemo shards are like the highlight of this battle pass. I'll be curious to see if they keep him in there, or if they rotate out every month.
That's a good
because I'm gonna tell you right now, Zemo shards, beautiful. We talked about this in my video real quick. Zemo's like a top-tier plug-and-play character, so. Make sure you get those Zemo shards as best you can.
I agree, and as this game mode gets developed, if there are other rewards from the events and leagues, Zemo is going to be an important character to have because he goes so quickly and he's got that ability block and he's a great general PvP character. So
yes, he is.
Anything you want to leave with the folks watching the video?
Nope, I think I've said enough.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming by, as always. We'll do this again in the future. Appreciate all your insight. And like I mentioned earlier, guys, like McMoles mentioned earlier, we'll have the links to the other videos in the description below. We'll have a link to McMoles Channel in the description below. If you want to come to the Discord, all that stuff, again, it's in the description below. We appreciate you guys. Hammer down on like buttons, notification bells, subscription, all that kind of good stuff. And until next time, McMole, do you want the people to have a wonderful day?
Everybody have a fantastic day.
There you go, guys. See you next time.
Bye.